Just a quick disclaimer, I did try and get rid of as much wind noise as possible, and the time I was working on this car I did actually strip the drum brakes, put new shoes in and put a new handbrake cable in as well, but I didn't actually film it all because my phone died while I was doing it and it started raining, etc. But I've got a couple clips, I'll throw them in at the end, but this is just going to be a quick little check and a start up and a little rev because it hasn't been started in forever. So yeah, hope you enjoy. As you can see, I'm reconnecting the battery because it was flat when I tried to start it before, so I took it to work and charged it up. Next, I thought I'd check the oil. It's not leaking, it never has leaked, but I thought I'd just check it just to make sure because, you know, might as well do it while I'm doing the rest. So give it a little wipe, put it back in, and as you can see, it is perfectly full to that maximum mark. Next up is coolant. As you can see, there's coolant in there. The tank is very dirty, very grimy, but there's coolant in there, so that's enough. Here you can see I've got the fan and the fan shroud removed. There's the plug for it there. That is removed because it is very rusty, so I've taken it to work, sanded it all down. I'm going to get it painted nice and satin black just to make the engine bay look a little bit nicer. But here we go, it's time to start the car for the first time in God knows how many months. And incredibly, as you can see, she ran, no choke needed, just idled perfectly, and it hasn't been started in almost a year, I'd say, which is pretty incredible. As you can hear here, the release bearing is definitely on its way out. Doesn't sound great at all, so I'm going to get a clutch kit, and that's going to be the next video on this car, so stay tuned for that. Once she'd warmed up a bit, I decided to give her some revs just to get some lovely noise for my ears and for yours, so enjoy it. Also, I know the exhaust is sitting at a funny angle, but it's because there's a hanger missing off of this exhaust because it's aftermarket, it's not genuine, so there's a hanger that didn't come on it. So that's why it looks like it's sitting lower than it should be. Now that it ran and idled for a bit, it was time to turn it off so I could get started on the brakes and the handbrake cable. So now I've got it jacked up on an axle stand with the wheel off, and I've taken the cap off of the drum, I've taken the cover and the split pin out as well, and now it's time to loosen the nut off, take the bearing off, and then ultimately take the drum off. There's the drum off, and now I'm just inspecting the state of the shoes. They didn't look too bad. They look like they've been changed definitely in the past, but maybe not so recently. And I'm just inspecting the shoes, making sure I've got the right ones, which I definitely have. During the last MOT, the guy said that the rear brakes were imbalanced and that the handbrake was very tight, so that is why I'm changing. The shoes maybe didn't need changing, but just out of precaution I just changed them, and then I changed the handbrake cable as well. Maybe just needed adjusting, but now it's changed, so it's all good. Here is the backing plate with the shoes removed and with the handbrake linkage removed, and there's all the hardware that I've taken off, the springs, the caps, and the little rods. So the only other clips I actually filmed are removing a clip that holds the handbrake cable to the body and removing the spring clip off of the clevis pin that holds the main handbrake cable to the actual handbrake assembly. That's all I managed to film. So I'm just going to talk over it because there's not much audio, but in the next video I promise I will film absolutely every step. I'll show you every tool I use, I'll show you every method I use for taking the gearbox off, changing the release bearing, and I'm going to change the clutch while I'm at it as well. So that will be next on the list. I apologise, this isn't filmed as best as it could be. I'll definitely do better next time, but I'm still learning, so yeah. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like the video, leave in the comments. We'll have a little chat if you want. I've had a couple chats on the last video with people, kind people, talking about these brilliant old Escorts, so yeah, make sure you like, drop me a subscription while you're at it, and then you'll be notified for the next video that comes out, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.